Also, personally, I think the USSR is the easiest nation to play as, and the easiest nation to
Easiest?
win. Yeah, I think that they're the easiest.
Mm, why?
Just because you only have to fight on one border with Germany unless Japan declares war on you, which I don't think I've ever had happen, and you just can like stack all your troops on Germany and just move, westward and conquer everything. Whereas if you're playing as Germany, you have to fight on a whole bunch of different fronts. Same with most countries like UK, you're fighting in Europe, and then India and Africa and a whole bunch of different other theaters that you have to look after. And personally, I just think the USSR is easiest because you've got one front, and you've got basically got one way to go, and then once you take that, then I guess you can like build navies and go attack other places. But for starters, I think USSR is definitely the easiest country to play as.
So do you recommend for beginners to start from USSR? Because I know for sure that I start immediately from USSR,
Yeah, me too.
and it was quite nice in learning what the situation is, and I didn't even. By the way, when it was funny when did my first run, first ever game on Hearts of Iron. Uh, there was a total mess, and soon after Germany declared war on me, the Allies declared war on me too, and the USA descended their Marines on my Western territories. So there was a battle on two fronts, and it was very unpleasant. I hardly repelled this operation.
Yeah, there's a question about that in here that I want to ask. I can't remember who asked it exactly. Basically, the guy was saying that he was fighting and he was still losing, even though he had like massive amounts of divisions and they outnumbered his enemy sometimes like 2 or 3 to 1. And I want to talk about that because I had that problem too when I first started playing, but it's because I never upgraded my organization and my
Yeah,
troops only had like 25% organization, and I was fighting the
yeah,
Germans who always like have 100% organization, and then my troops always get their ass kicked. So,
exactly.
uh,
So the Hearts of Iron 2 is famous for this because the numbers isn't always a good thing. Because, for instance, in China, the amounts of divisions is just insane in nationalist China, but their quality is so low that even like any big country will occupy it, even like Great Britain with a little bit of divisions, or Japan or anybody.
yeah. And Andrew Doe wants to know if you can dislodge 25 advanced divisions from an island in the Pacific. Um,
What?
he wants to know if you can dislodge 25 divisions from an island in the Pacific. And to me, that's not an easy task.
Uh,
Unless you nuke the island or like cut off all supplies, and then sometimes you can take them
yeah,
over.
cutting off supplies is a very good strategy. I in my Let's Play of Heart of Iron 3, yeah, second round, I used it to like draw back the descents from my opponents, like in every part of the board of world, because all of a sudden in Hearts of Iron 3 there is a AI that just loves to make a descent with 20, 30 divisions, and it's not from not from Germany, not from like England, not from USSR. In my run, it was from Brazil, and Brazil descended in Arkhangelsk. It's near Leningrad, so
Hmm.
it was just insane what they did. So it was very easy for me to just cut off their supplies, and uh, without them, they lost their organization very quickly and was beaten by one division.
See, and also going in from another question from Alan D.P. Townsend Carter. He says, "I'm playing as Germany and I invaded the USSR. Should I annex them and suffer the partisans, or make them a puppet?" And actually, I was doing this earlier, and there's a event called Bitter Peace
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
the USSR, but
Yes.
you have to take a few certain key territories, and I written some of them down. You have to take the main ones, which include Moscow, Leningrad, and Stalingrad. Then there's another one called Baku, which is in the Caucasus. It's in Azerbaijan, which is it's it's near like the Persian sort of Turkey border area.
Yes, yes.
You need to take that, and then you have a choice between taking Vladivostok and another city that I have no idea. I've never heard of. It's called Suvlovsk.
Sverdlovsk. Yeah.
Suvlovsk, yeah. And then you have to take all those territories, and then you get a event called Bitter Peace where you gain most of Russia, and then USSR is just like has the Ural Mountains, and if Japan is at war with the USSR, they also get all of Siberia. So, and then also your partisans drop to 2%. So if you're invading the USSR, that's what you want to do. You want to get the Bitter Peace event.
Exactly.
And
I'm not sure if with this there is this event in Hearts of Iron 3 because Hearts of Iron 3 is very poor on game events and it's I faced it when I like conquered different countries and there is only three options. When country realize that there is no future for it, it can choose three options like continue to fight. No, two options. Continue to fight, so they will lose all their territory, but will keep their divisions, and these divisions will be given to their allies. And then the options is to surrender, and the country whom they are surrendering to, it can annex it or make a puppet. Yeah, and that's it. Like there is no event like Bitter Peace in this game, so it was terrible because like it was too like straightforward. You can annex it or not annex it, and I didn't like it very much. So
So yeah, I'm thinking we're only going to answer one or two more questions and then move on here. I mean, I've got
okay,
about 50 questions here, and we could spend all day talking about them and
yeah, okay,
answering
let's
them.
do it.
But let's do just a couple more. Um, Casey Stover wants to know what's the best strategy for defeating Russia when you are Japan, and that's to invade. Well, Germany's invading. That's the best strategy to beat any country. Invade while somebody else is invading.
Yeah, I already use nuclear bombs.
Or yeah.
It's nice strategy too.
And alright, that was the last one. Let's see if we can find another good one here. Let's see. I'm playing as USSR. Oh, we already asked that one. Um, James Phillip wants to know, I play if you played as a small country, would the computer treat you the same as it would treat you normally? For example, if you played as Denmark, would you get invaded by Germany still? And the answer is probably,
Yeah,
because uh, Hearts of Iron is built on a series of events, and sometimes these events are random. Like
yeah, yeah.
there's an event for Germany to declare war on Norway and Denmark, and if you are Germany, you get the choice to answer yes, I'm going to declare war or not. But if you're like say Denmark or Norway, then there's a chance that the computer might say no, let's not declare war on them, or it might say okay, we're going to declare war on them and invade them. So the answer is that the computer will still do some of the things that it would do, normally. The game is going to play out differently every time. Actually, now that I think about it, there was a question about that, asking that some guy was asking, should I buy Hearts of Iron 2? It just seems. Oh, there it is. Philip Flogera. I'm still a little apprehensive about buying Hearts of Iron because I feel that after a while it would get repetitive, playing the same years over and over again, with little variation, or am I just stupid? I think.
Okay, let's cut down this question to like the questions that a person get a lot is should I buy Hearts of Iron? Yeah, and the answer is yes,
Yes, I would
definitely.
absolutely say yes.
So that's it.
And well, he just is worried about the game being repetitive, and I can fully say that it's not repetitive at all. Yeah,
Yes,
at least I would say
absolutely.
because I mean Now, sometimes World War II will happen like it did historically, sometimes it won't. Or sometimes you can just fuck everything up and do something weird and crazy that never would have happened in, the real
Like
world.
making USA a not Nazi state or communist state, yes, and
Yeah,
fight along with USSR or Germany. Like
yeah.
it's possible to.